the sudden uprise in the insecurity after the 2023 election is baffling. As such, the Yoruba foremost socio-political organization, Afenifere, has expressed concern about the upsurge in terrorist activities after the polls. The National Publicity Secretary of the group, Jare Ajayi, noted that series of attacks on defenseless citizens is a serious concern, especially as the country moves towards the inauguration day on May 29th. Jide, insecurity is something that the new administration will have to grapple with.
Yes, and those who are complaining, they are right, because if you bear in mind the very recent attacks carried out by bandits on our people, between March and now, they've killed 214 people in Kaduna, Benue, and Plateau.
214?
Yes, and they kidnapped 746 in 3 months.
Wow.
You know, so in 3 months includes part of the electoral season, that is February to this time. So it's not really that kidnapping or banditry stopped. That's a mistake that people are making. They assume that, oh, it stopped. It never stopped. It never stopped. And when you look at the data that Kaduna State, for example, put together, it included the period of the election. It included the period when we had this Naira redesign.
Yes.
People are led to believe that, oh, during that period, we didn't have kidnapping. Of course we had. The facts are there.
Yeah.
We've had to, even when the Minister of Labour was claiming that bandits went on a break, we came on this program to show that even when we had that Naira redesign, at the apogee of it, people were still being kidnapped. People were still being killed. It's just that during the electoral season, stories about politics were given greater prominence than a lot of the security stories. So people assume that, oh, no, no, there was no time that they stopped. I will agree that right now, it appears like more kidnappings are taking place. Don't forget that a lot of these attacks don't even get reported in the first place.
Yeah.
There are people, they kidnap members of their family, they just silently go and pay the ransom. They don't even want to get the police involved because they believe that if they get the police involved, it can complicate matters. So there is no reason to believe that, oh, for so long, these people stopped. They never stopped. They never stopped. That is their own business. If they don't do it, they won't make money, and they are desperate to make money. So let's not kid ourselves that, oh, this thing stopped, now it's back after the election. That is a lie. It has always been there. It has always been there. Some of the Benue killings even happened just before the elections. Some of the killings happened just before the election. Some happened during the election, and then after. We have to protect our people, no matter the season.
Anytime.
Anytime, we should be ready to protect our people. This is the lesson from this. Let's not believe that, oh, these people, there was no time that they left our people. Truji and his gang, they've remained in Zamfara. Was it not during the electoral season? I mean, during the, what was it called? Just before the election, there were some high-profile kidnappings that happened in Zamfara.
Yeah.
And some of them were reported. These guys, there's no let-up in their activities. That is the point that I'm making. There's no let-up. But of course, during the electoral season, people were reporting politics. Of course, there's no way you won't prioritize politics at that time.
Yes.
because it's also what many people wanted to read. But
After the
these
election,
guys have not left us alone. They have always been picking up our people. Even in Kogi, there were some reports that I had,
Yes.
even in the days leading to the election.
Yeah.
So, do you see, the notion that it is only Naira that they collect is wrong. If they kidnap your people and they ask you to go and bring dollars,
what will you do?
you will look for it, except if you do not have the means or you do not love that person enough. So they take foreign currency. In the north, some parts of the north, they can take safer.
Yes.
So it's not as if, just because the Naira is now available, that's why kidnapping, it's a lie. The facts show that these guys were kidnapping people even during the Naira scarcity. They know that you will find the money.
This is like a big industry, thriving industry. And you know Nigerians, once you start something, it's going to be difficult to stop. The new administration is going to be faced with unemployed youths up north, banditry across the country, and I don't know how they intend to tackle this.
You know, I was discussing this with a friend the other day, and one thing that is said, which I picked up from that, which we can do locally. Do you know that Nigerians now raise dogs that can be trained to do all this? Dogs, it is not the sight that dogs use, but the smell, sense of smell. If you train dogs and you put these dogs, unleash them into those bushes where you suspect those people are, they will feed them out.
Dogs and bandits.
Yes.
But they have ammunition. They will just kill
No. You are not going to only leave the dogs. They will be followed by troops. Because you see, this thing is, the truth of it is that dogs too, they have their own sense of security. They know what they are doing. A vet doctor was the one who was telling me this, that what he believes seriously in is that if the government really wants to solve this problem, all they need is to get some specially trained dogs that will fish out. They will parade those bushes. They will be able to pinpoint where these people are.
To track them.
They may not. In fact, he said it in such a way that there are ways to train them. All they need to do is to be able to pinpoint the area where they are. And then they will return. Then the security people can go with them. And when they get around that place, they know, dogs is described as woman's best friend. They know what to do. And then the security people can swoop in on them. Because now, with the situation we have in the country now, two major things are what the incoming government must face: insecurity and economy. And you cannot tackle economy
without,
if insecurity is still there. I mean, the other day I was talking about something that happened recently. I traveled with a friend from Lagos to Bayelsa. It was my first time of going to Bayelsa. We traveled by road. I enjoy traveling a lot by road. But what did I see? I saw that majority of all those small people who sell fry akara and all that and so on and so forth, who sell fish and all that, they have disappeared. Why? Because no sensible man will drive and stop to buy anything again. You have denied those people that income. So if the security comes back, in those days there are places people will just park and everybody will be buying things and eating and so on. When you are through, you move again. That is no longer there. It is because of insecurity. But if the government can focus on that insecurity, the economy will bounce back. I believe that very strongly because the economy of the country is not so much run by the formal sector, but the informal. These are people who are able to get one money here and there, buy fish, go to their farm, harvest their crops, and come and sell by the roadside. But this has not. They can't go to the farm. They can't sell by the roadside. The economy is in trouble. So what Afenifere has said, I think, is a very golden advice to the incoming government. We must not take our eyes away from that insecurity. Insecurity, if you don't combat it, there's nothing you will be able to do. So the Inspector General of Police, the service chiefs, and all stratas of security apparatus on day one, in fact, by the first appointment or the first major thing that the president-elect immediately sworn in must do is to give a marching order to these people that you remember General Babangida one time he said he told the then Inspector General, where's Anini? Those are the kind of questions that must be asked. What is happening? Why is it that the country cannot be safe? We want a situation where you leave Lagos 6 p.m. and go on.
The Equa Church
Yes.
lamented that 472 persons were killed in 3 states, 472 in 1 month. There is nowhere in the world where people are allowed to die.
Even in Sudan,
just like this.
That is war. People are not dying.
In France, the other time, how many people were killed and the whole world was at
250 in Apa local government, 75 people in Otupo, 39 people in Guma local government. So from Benue alone, 390 people were killed in Benue alone. And I'm talking just 1 month.
All right.